Hi gang, Rob here. It is the evening of 6 May 2021, Thursday night, 9 o'clock. You're on the Apostle P channel, so it must be time for a knife sale, and it is. Before we get into the meat of the sale, and there is a lot of meat, a little bit of housekeeping. First off, if you are new to this weekly sales event, I need you to be familiar with and agreeable to the terms of the sale. I will post them on the screen for you in just a moment. I will also reprint them in the description underneath this video so you can peruse them at your leisure. Also in the description above the terms of the sale, you're going to find 3 links to previous videos on this channel. The first is to my it's to my primer for buyers video. That is a 38-minute long expanded explanation of the terms of the sale. So you might want to watch that if you're new. It'll explain everything. The second link is to my FAQs for Consignors video. If you're interested in using this weekly event to move along some of your collection, that video explains how it all works from the consignor's perspective. And then the third link, as always, is to my rates and services video for the TWSBI Knife Service, the original precision sharpening service for the online knife community. So you're going to see those 3 links. Then the terms of the sale. Below all that, you're going to see the list of tonight's inventory complete with timestamps and pricing. In the pricing column on knives specifically, because we have other stuff tonight, you're going to see 2 numbers. The number to the left of the slash is your as shown price. The number to the right, your as sharpened price by the TWSBI Knife Service. And we will have 4 spots available this week. Not 6, but 4 for next day sharpening. So the first 4 knives purchased to be sharpened tonight will be completed tomorrow, Friday the 7th, and they will ship with all the as shown inventory. If you're outside that first 4, expect your sharpened knife to ship in about 4 weeks. I think that's about it for housekeeping. We got miles to go before we sleep, so we better get into it. First, here are the terms of the sale. All right, let's get to it, shall we? We have no leftovers from last week. You guys rocked it last week. I think all but one of the items from last week's sale were sold by 11 o'clock Thursday night, and then one finished up on Friday morning. So thank you guys for being such good customers. Okay, we've got a big array of stuff tonight. We have watches, we have pens, we have lights, we have knives, and an axe. So we better get right into it. First up, we're going to start with some watches. This one is from Orient, and this is the Bambino, and I'm not going to try to remember which version or model this is, but it's the cream dial with an inner seconds track and an outer minute track, and the beautiful stick markers along with the polished Romans. Chemically blued handset, and then we've got a screw down case back. This is on the original Orient strap. It does not come with box or papers. It is an automatic non-hacking, non-hand winding movement with date complication. Diameter on the Bambino is 40. Thickness is 12, including that domed mineral crystal. Lug to lug is 46. We're going to call this near mint, no box, just maybe some wrist wear on the polish of the case back, and that's about it. Other than that, the watch is absolutely gorgeous. Signed tang buckle, non-signed crown. This one, guys, can be yours for the bargain price of $70 shipped priority mail. That is the Orient Bambino. Okay, next up, after the Bambino, which is a gateway drug to the world of mechanical automatic watches, we're going to kick it up a notch with a model that, oh man, I have just resisted the urge on, and they're kind of unobtainium. This is the Orient Star Classic with power reserve at 12 o'clock. Let me move the hands out of the way. There you go. So this one kind of special. Display case back with some engine turning and some perlage on that movement. This is an automatic hand winding and hacking automatic movement. See the second hand stop. Beautiful polished markers, polished hands, framed date complication, gorgeous silver dial, fully polished case, screw down case back. This is going to have 50 meters of water resistance. Diameter is 38. Thickness is 12.5. Lug to lug is 44, and the lugs are drilled on this one to make strap changes easy. It is wearing a beautiful black strap from Worn and Wound. And then it's also going to include the original Orient Star embossed croc pattern leather strap with the signed buckle, and then this has also got a signed crown. Condition on this one is near mint to like new, no box, no papers. These are unobtainium, guys. Don't think they're making this model anymore, and they are hard to find. Your price on this one, and this is kind of the luxury mark of Orient, fully made in Japan. If they made these new, they'd probably be $400 or $500. This one can be yours. Near mint to like new, no box, no papers, $200 shipped priority mail. That is the Orient Star Classic. Next up, we have a beautiful, dressy, or everyday watch from Citizen. This is the Citizen AU 1040-08E. A nice little dressy affair, eco-drive movement, gorgeous black dial, beautiful, highly polished and faceted markers, date window at 3. I'm not going to get a loom shot. I'm sure it's okay. You do have loom pips behind each of the polished markers at the hour index area, and then loom-filled hands. Mostly polished, but a little bit of satin on the sides of the case. Just a snapback case. Diameter on this one is 40, only 8 millimeters thick, and 48 lug to lug. This is wearing a Hamilton strap in leather, and then it comes also with this deep brown or cordovan Worn and Wound strap. I'm going to call this one near mint, no box. And guys, that eco-drive quartz, you give them a couple hours of light, they run for a year. They're super accurate. Just a beautiful, beautiful dress watch if you're looking for one. That's the Citizen AU 1040-08E. Next up, well, we had sort of the everyday to dressy gateway drug automatic. Now we got one from Seiko from the SNK series of automatic field watches in the Seiko 5 series. This is the SNK 805, the green dial variant. Because it's a 5 series, it's got a day and a date. Hardlex crystal. Automatic movement, the base entry level but super robust 7S26 movement. And it's even going to give us a display case back. which I think is kind of interesting. It kind of gets those juices flowing if you're a new collector of mechanical timepieces. It is wearing a Bond NATO strap, and that's the only strap this one comes with. The factory strap was nothing to write home about, trust me. Condition on this is very near mint. So you've got 37 millimeters in diameter, 10.5 thick, so even with a double pass NATO, it's still not going to be too thick on the wrist. Lug to lug, just 42 millimeters, nice and tight. Mostly blasted case, except for that case back where that display exhibition crystal is. Very near mint, no box, no papers. Your price, just $50 for an automatic Seiko. How about that? $50 on the SNK 805. Okay, next up, guys, I saved the best for last. I really, really did. I really, really did. Let's see. First of all, here's the bracelet. Anybody know what watch that comes with? And take a good look at the clasp. There is extremely minimal desk diver wear on this band. It's very, very near pristine. Let's see, what watch does it go with? You guessed it. The vaunted, the venerable, the discontinued, the icon, the SARB033. You got it. The now discontinued SARB 033. Black dial, lightly loomed Dauphine style hands, beautiful applied markers, one of the finest cases under $500 ever made. Exhibition crystal showing off that 6R15 movement. That's going to give you the 50 hours of power reserve, hacking, hand winding, dia shock, shock protection. I think it's got a Spron hairspring to help the anti-magnetism. Condition on this is very near mint, guys. I just found a couple very light scratches from strap changes on the backs of the lugs, but very light. If they really bug you, you could polish them out easily. Got the signed crown, 100 meters of water resistance, non-screw down. It does have hacking and hand winding. And it's wearing a beautiful blue-gray kind of Kolareb leather strap in very, very nice condition. And then the factory bracelet's also going to ship with it. I own this watch, the same model. I just adore it. Let's see, 38.5 millimeters in diameter, about 12 thick, 44 lug to lug. It's an icon, guys. These are still creeping up. I looked at sold listings on eBay. They were between $540 and $815. This is from our consignor Chris in Texas. It comes to you near mint, no box, no papers, with the original bracelet and the Kolareb strap, $390 shipped, priority mail. I think that's all we need to say about that. Next up, time for a little run of pens. And we're going to start it up with the TWSBI VAC 700R pen. This is a clear-bodied fountain pen. And the nib on this one is the factory nib, and it's a fine point. And if you watch how this works, let's see if I can make it do it. Well, shoot. I'm not sure how to use it, but it sort of sucks the ink up into this clear body. And then fountain pen away you go. Condition on this one's going to be near mint, no box. They're like $65 on the web. This one can be yours for $35 shipped, priority mail. It's the TWSBI VAC 700R pen. And by the way, the overall length is 5 13/16, so kind of a longish pen. Next up, from Hinderer Knives, we have an Extreme Duty pen. And it's going to be the stainless steel model in battlefield pickup finish. It's a hefty son of a gun. It would do some damage if you chose to employ it in a task other than writing. 5.5 inches long. Stainless steel body with that battlefield pickup finish. It's kind of a patina bronzy kind of thing. So to use the pen, you unscrew the cap or the impact device, and then you screw it back on the top. And then you goes to writing. It uses a Fisher Space Pen bold black refill. You can get any fine, medium, bold, whatever you want, but this has got a bold in it. Condition, I'm going to say, is near mint to like new, in baggy. Not sure what these were new. I forgot to do any price research, but I bet you there is well over $100. This one can be yours, shipped priority mail, $90. $90 for the Hinderer Extreme Duty pen. Next up, from Tactile Turn, we have a box with just a little bit of damage from a piece of tape. Neat little slide out drawer affair. This is the Tactile Turn Gist pen, or Gist, I don't know, G-I-S-T. I'm not a fountain pen guy, but this is a fountain pen in turned brass with a black clip. And this is wearing a titanium nib, which makes it a little more expensive. Screw-on cap that I would imagine just sits nicely, and then the turned grooves kind of hold it in place once it's on, so it's not going to fall off. Length of this pen closed is 5 1/16. I'm going to classify the condition near mint to like new. I'm sure there's a little bit of patina on the brass. These are out of stock everywhere. When they were in stock, they had web pricing of around $119. This one can be yours for $70, shipped priority mail. That shows up in your inventory as Tactile Turn Gist Pen Brass. Next up, another one from Tactile Turn, and again a little damage from a piece of tape on the box. This is also a Gist or Gist or G-I-S-T pen, fountain pen variety, and this one is made in Makrolon, which is similar to a fiberglass reinforced nylon, so it makes it very light. Just 5 1/16 inches in closed length, black clip. You get a little brass top, bronze top, a little brass barrel for your fingers. This has also got a titanium nib, and the cap will rest when you're writing on the top. Just give it a little quick twist to disengage. Condition on this one near mint to like new in box. These are out of stock everywhere. When they were available, you could buy them for $99. Whoops. This one can be yours, shipped priority mail, $50, $50 on the Tactile Turn Gist Pen Makrolon in your inventory. Next up, from Karis Kustoms, a fully machined pen. This is the Karis Kustoms Fountain K in copper. So another fountain pen, solid copper construction, a little bit of patina. I think they actually came like that, because I don't think this pen has been handled or used much, if any. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous sheen on that patinaed copper. Looks like a stainless steel pocket clip. 5 1/16 inches in length. Screw-on cap that should rest on the top. It does. Titanium nib on this one. And this pen is out of stock on Keris's website, I believe. Yes, it is. When it was in stock in copper with the titanium nib, they were $150 direct from Keris. This one can be yours near mint in box, $60, guys. $60, and that is the Keris Kustoms Fountain K pen. Next up, here's one I've never seen before. A company called Retro 51. They ship some pens in some cardboard tubes, like a GEC knife almost. This is their Sherman tank model. 5 inches in length. It feels like it's, I don't know what material that is. Probably an aluminum or a stainless steel. I can't really tell. It's pretty light. It is a clicky switch pen. No, it's not. It's a twist pen. Interesting details on the Sherman tank. Now this uses a Retro 51 proprietary refill. I'm not sure what else fits it. And it's got a medium black in it now. And we're going to call this near mint to like new in tube. Your price, $30. That is the Retro 51 Sherman tank pen. Did I say 50? I meant $30. $30. Sorry if I misspoke. $30, guys, on the Retro 51 Sherman tank pen. Next up, and our final pen in tonight's sale. Oh, they do such a nice job with these. From Darrell Ralph, we have the DDR Go pen. And this one, guys, is going to be, I'm going to say this one's like new in the box. Pretty cool pen, I think. This is in his shipwreck copper finish, so a heavily patinaed copper. And I love how the grooves keep that full green cast. 5 1/16 inches long. It is a clicky button pen, and what a luxurious action that has, guys. It's unbelievable. This uses the Schmidt Easy Flow refill, and the one in it is medium black. That is a super nice writing instrument, and man, it's so comfortable in the hand. That shipwreck copper feels great in your fingers. Let's see. This particular model in the shipwreck copper, this is not the slim, this is the full diameter Go pen. They're a little more expensive than the Go pen slim. This one was $120 when it was in stock. It is now out of stock everywhere. This one can be yours, near mint to like new in box, $90 shipped, priority mail. It's the Darrell Ralph DDR Go pen. Next up, it is time for some flashlights, at least a couple of them. First up, we have from Lumintop their FW3A. This one in a cool gray, hard anodized aluminum finish. So the Lumintop FW3A is 3 5/8 inches in total length. Has a nicely made pocket clip. It is a clicky switch light, and it's kind of cool, I think, because watch this. It's kind of infinite. You just hold the button down. Yeah. So it's kind of a 2-mode light. Unless you use that infinitely variable function. Very cool. It uses the Cree XP-L emitter, and there are 3 of them, giving the total lumen output of 2,800 lumens on an 18650 battery. Pretty cool light. A great EDC light if you can carry something that you don't attach to your key ring and clip to a pocket. Let's see. These are available on the interweb for about 50 bucks. This one can be yours, and I'm going to say this is near mint to like new inbox. How about 30 bucks for 2800 lumens of carryable light? That's pretty good. That is the Lumintop FW3A light. Next up, if you like candle power and you like a little bling, we have one for you. This is the Fidget HQ Aonic light. And this is in patined copper. Wow. 3 3/8, easy for you to say, inches in length. It uses the Nichia 219C LED, and there are trace emitters. Okay, 3 emitters. Let's see, 18650 battery. Check this out. It is a clicky switch light, and guys, that's an LED in there. I thought it was just like normal lume, that if you charged it up with light, it would glow in the dark. Not true. I walked in the shop this morning after being in the dark all night, still glowing. Okay, so easy to find the switch. Beautiful machining on this thing. It has 4 modes, I think. On high, this does 2000 lumens. And it's a chunk, my friends. It's got a pocket clip on it. In this combination with the 219C emitters and the patined copper finish, these were $140 web pricing, I think, on Fidget HQ's website. They're out of stock right now. This one can be yours though. 75 bucks, 75 shipped on the Fidget HQ Aonic light. Next up, oh guys, this is kind of like the grail of the sale. From Brian Nadeau and Sharp by Design Knives, we have the Sharp by Design Void in bronze finished titanium with marble carbon fiber inlays. Check it out. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Super graceful titanium spring clip. Of course, a steel inserted titanium frame lock. Superb flipping action on the ball bearing pivot. Perfect detent. Lockup is right there, and it is rock solid. Blade centering is perfection. Condition, I couldn't find a mark on it. Even with my 2X reading glasses, I couldn't find a mark on it. Mechanics seem to be perfect. So let's see, we'll call it near mint to like new in box. It's out of stock everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. I did find one completed listing on eBay for $445 for one of these. This one can be yours. $395. $395 like it is. $420 if you'd like it with an ApostleP edge. Next day sharpening available if it's one of the first 4. It's the Sharp by Design Void BRZCF. Next up, these are such a nice little knife. Such a nice little knife. From Enzo, this is the Birk 75 Scandi. Just a tidy little package. Classic lines, classic pillared liner lock construction, a very dark brown. They might have called this OD, but to me it looks dark brown. Canvas micarta, beautifully polished. A deep carry clip, right hand tip up only. And then you got that gorgeous Scandi blade in D2, 3 inches long, 4 inches of handle. There's your liner lock engagement. Lockup is rock solid. Not quite a free dropper, but super flickable. Great thumb stud access. Milled into the handle. I think it even works well if you're a lefty. Sure does. Very nice knife. Super functional. Let's see. Oh, action lockup centering, all perfect. Condition on this one's going to be near mint to like new in box. You want to buy one of these brand new at your favorite web retailer, I believe DLT has them in stock for $130. Or you can just buy this one. $85 shipped, priority mail. $105 if you'd like an Apostle P edge on it, but I think it really doesn't need it at all. It's squared away, guys. Very, very nice knife. The Enzo Birk 75 Scandi. Next up, from CRKT, we got a box. Inside we have a large Fulcrum 2. What an interesting knife. Love them or hate them, CRKT always does fun stuff. Watch this. And so yeah, and it's a liner lock, right? So you push down the show side scale, which is why it's sort of hollow, gives you grip, right? And then you squeeze the handle back together and she's open. How about that? We have a titanium nitride coated 8CR13 MOV blade, 3 3/16 inches in length, a swedged spear point. We have, I think the bolsters are aluminum, the scales are like an FRN or a molded plastic with a nice little fake carbon fiber pattern molded in. There is your lock engagement. Lockup is pretty solid. There might be a little side play. And then centering is close. We'll say it's close. Condition on this one is near mint to like new in the box. These are selling, I think, because I think they're discontinued. They're selling on eBay between $45 and $50. This one, just thank your friend Chris in Texas for this price. $20 shipped, priority mail. 20, 40 if you'd like an Apostle P edge on it. Are you watching, Mr. Riffle? Are you watching? Next up, I've never had one of these in my hand. I've kind of always wanted one, but not bad enough to buy one because I have a Mossberg. I have a Mossberg tactical shotgun. You know the one. You know the one. And it just happens to be equipped to accept one of these. That's the Ontario Knife Company M9 Bayonet. In an extremely heavy scabbard. Look at the fiberglass in that FRN. I mean, it's unbelievable. It's got a belt dangle, sorta, or does it? I think it needs to be clipped to something it doesn't have. Snap closure on the retention strap. Blade is 420HC with a zinc phosphate coating. The only wear on this is just from going in and out of the scabbard. Blade steel is 420HC. Blade length is 7 1/16. Looks like it's I don't know how thick that is. I don't think it's a 1/4 inch, but it's more than 3/16. Might be like 5. I don't know. The handle, again, molded plastic. Got all your attachment fixation devices. Okay. I don't know what all this stuff does. Something about going in there. Can you jack up a car with that? I don't know. I know that if you're out of rounds, you can stick it in the bad guy. I do know that. I do know that. Fixed bayonets. Right? So condition's going to be near mint, no box on this one. These are available online all the time, right? Web pricing on these days is $148, or just buy this one, shipped to you, priority mail, $90. 90 like it is, 120 with an Apostle P edge. And guys, how sharp do you really need that thing? It's like a lawnmower blade that looks like a knife. So 90 or 120 on the Ontario M9 bayonet. That brings us, why not have one of these in the sale? Because we've had watches, pens, lights, and knives. Why not have an axe? Why not? This is from Tops Knives, and it comes in the Tops baggie with your whistle and your card and your desiccant and your goodies on it. Right? This is the Topps Grandpa's Axe. Comes in a leather sheath, and I think there's a little mark in the leather back here, but that's the only thing, right? There you go. There you go. You got your Topps trademark up there. Let's see, the bit depth on this thing is 5 1/8. Overall length is 11 1/2. It's 1095 steel, 56 to 58 Rockwell. Natural canvas, micarta handle. And that's a tumbled finish. I thought it was coated when I first looked at it, but it's not. Pretty cool. Again, nice job on the edge, Topps. Really nice. I'm going to give you an as sharpened price, but it doesn't need it. Let's see. I'm going to call this like new in box, but that little mark in the leather noted. Or in baggy, I'm sorry. These are out of stock everywhere right now. When they were available, web pricing ranged between $125 and $135. This one can be yours, shipped priority mail. $100. $100 on the Topps Grandpa's Axe. Am I doing this right? Talk amongst yourselves for just a moment. There we go. Next up, we got a knife from a maker I've never seen. It's going to come with a back pocket sheath and a Bark River sheath. The knife, however, is a TM Hunt Hedgehog. What a little cutie that is. It comes in sort of an acid stonewashed AEBL. Looks like 1/8 inch stock. Nice distal taper. Nice Spidey-like shape, actually. Superb handle. Black canvas micarta, full tang. Inlays are beautifully finished curly maple. Got a little brass pin, lanyard tube. Lanyard is tied. Blade length is 2 5/8. Handle is 3 13/16. Very, very nice little EDC fixed blade, guys. Very nice. These are out of stock. Web pricing on them when they were available was $230. This one can be yours, though. Like new, no box. 2 sheaths. $180 shipped priority mail. $200 if you'd like it with an Apostle P edge on it. That is the TM Hunt Hedgehog. Next up, from Bradford, PA, USA, and the WRK & Sons Cutlery Co., we have a number 6137 SS Sodbuster Jr. in Caribbean Blue saw cut bone. Look at that little baby. Oh my. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to turn the page. I forgot. Sodbuster Jr. is 3 5/8 inches in closed length. We have a hollow ground drop point blade in polished true sharp stainless on a cam tang. 7 pull. Perfect walk and talk. Centering is case close. We'll call this one near mint to like new in box. These things trade at about $50 on eBay. Looking at the sold listings, this one can be yours though for $37. How about that? $37 shipped priority mail, $52 with an Apostle P edge. Next day sharpening available if it's one of the first 4. That's the case 6137 SS Sodbuster Jr. Next up, I think this is the first one of these we've had in the sale. It's the 940 BK-2004 from Benchmade. You guys know what that is? It's like my favorite Benchmade ever. Ever. There you go. Natural or Jade or Ghost G10. Black hardware. Parkerized split arrow clip. And a Cerakoted blade of CPM M4. And it's a nice one too, guys. Long blade, deep blade, no blade play. Not quite a free dropper, but I know the cure on that. What you do is you take out these two screws, because they squeeze the G10 down a little too hard on the standoffs. Take them out, throw a little Loctite on them, put them in just barely snug, and that will free up your action. Every one I've handled is sort of free coming off open, and then it gets a little tight right here because it's the way they handle this. They're all like that. Condition on this one, not that it's bad, because it's not. You can still flick it closed pretty easy. Condition is like new in the box. Rock solid lockup, and the centering is down the middle. Really nice example, guys. Let's see. Oh, the Blade HQ exclusive 940 with M4 and G10 is now out of stock. When they were in stock, they were $195.50. I looked at the sold listings on eBay last night. They're trading between $208 and $285. This one, however, can be yours for $180. $205 with an ApostleP Edge. That's the Benchmade 940 BK-2004. Next day sharpening available if you're one of the first 4. Next up, we had an Axis Lock Legend, the last knife in the sale. Now we have an Able Lock Deca from Hogue, model number 24263. You get that gorgeous black and blue milled G10, black hardware, tip up, reversible pocket clip with fill tab, and the Able Lock, which looks mysteriously like the patent expired Benchmade Axis Lock, and it's exactly the same. And then you got that Alan Elishewitz designed elongated Tonto with kind of a nightmare grind. And by the way, this one be wearing an edge from a little knife service in Northeast Indiana. I sharpened this one for the Consignor some time ago, so it's ready to rock. 20 CV blade, 3 3/16 inches in length, a 4 1/4 inch handle. Perfect action. And the lockup is perfect, and the centering is, what are we going to say on this? Did I say very close, but not quite perfect? That is going to be in your inventory as the Hogue 24263 Deca TAP for TheApostleP. This particular model is out of stock right now. When they were available, they were $140 new at your favorite web retailer. This one can be yours, $110. Shipped, priority mail, no need to sharpen. How about that? Next up, oh my friends, from Spyderco. Golden, Colorado, USA Earth. We have a Manix 2, but it's not just any Manix 2. Look at that smooth satin finish G10 burl. It's got brown, tan, and black that I can see. Oh, and it's so gorgeous. You've got what appears to be like a PVD coated hourglass clip and a DLC coated blade and CPM S90V. And do you see a lot of contrast between the DLC and the edge bevel? That's because it's wearing an edge from the TWSBI Knife Service, my friends. Yes, it is. Action free dropping. Centering is dead. Lockup is perfect. Condition near mint in box with a better than new edge. Could only find one of this Sprint Run sold out knife that sold on eBay recently, and one knife sold on eBay for $275. This one can be yours, $195. Are you kidding? $195, no need to sharpen. That's in your inventory as Spyderco Manix 2 S90 Burl G10. Next up, Another one from Spyderco. Another one from Golden, Colorado, USA Earth. It's another Mannix 2. This one in the brown G10. Bright hardware, tumble polished clip. There are a couple spots in this G10, and I don't know what they are. One here and one here. They're very light. They'll probably wear off with pocket wear, you know, I don't know. Blade steel on this one. How about a little M390? It appears to have very little edge wear. We're going to call this knife near mint in box. Lock up rock solid. Action free dropping. Centering is down the middle. So near mint in box, sprint run, Mannix 2. In your inventory, it's going to show up as Mannix 2 BRN M390. We've been selling these every time we get them for around 150-ish. They always sell. This one can be yours. How about 135 near mint in box, spots noted. 160 if you like it with an Apostle P edge. Spyderco Mannix 2 BRN M390. Next up, you guys know I hate front flippers, but this is a cool knife. From Boker Plus, we have the Excalibur 2. EXSKELIBUR. Really? Come on, guys. But anyway, that's what it is. Cocobolo scales. Beautiful handle. Blue titanium liners and standoffs. Blue titanium pocket clip. There's your front flipper, yippee. 57 layer Damascus on this one. Blade length is 3.5. Handle 4 9/16. There's your lock engagement. It is rock solid. Kind of tough to get in there. Nice smooth action. Centering is very close. It might favor the lock side ever so slightly. I don't know. It's pretty perfect. Take a good look at that Damascus, guys. Lock up. You can muscle a little side planet. You might give a tweak on that pivot if you wanted to. Condition near mint in box. Web pricing on these kind of all over the place when you can find them, between $164 and $219. This one can be yours, shipped priority mail. $140 like it is. $160 if you like it with an Apostle P edge, and next day sharpening available if it's one of the first 4. That's the Boker Plus Excalibur 2 Damascus. Next up, you ready for something a little special? We don't see too many of these. We have one tonight. It's a William Henry T12CF. And I'm going to show you this before I show you the knife. It does come with a pocket clip. I do not have screws. That should be blue titanium. Okay? I do not have screws for it. But you can go to your local jeweler, who's a William Henry dealer, and he can probably hook you up. Here is the knife. What a gorgeous little gent's knife this is. I see a little Bob Loveless in that handle. Carbon fiber scales. Blue titanium liner only on the lock side. Proprietary pivot. Then Torx body screws. Hand rubbed satin blade. Gorgeous, gorgeous swedged drop point. Blade steel on this is going to be ATS 34. 3 inches of blade, 4 1/16 inches of handle. There's your lock engagement. It's dialed in. There's your blade centering. It's perfect. Let's see. Only found one of these, and I don't think they're making this model anymore. One of these sold on eBay. It was listed at $475 and was sold on a best offer. This one, near mint, in box, can be yours, shipped, priority mail for $300. $300 and then $320 if you'd like it with an Apostle P edge. That's the William Henry T12-CF. Oh. Next up, okay, how am I going to do this? I've got four, count them, four similar limited edition David Yellowhorse Customs by United Cutlery. So if you know David Yellowhorse, you know that Buck and United Cutlery were the OEMs that he used, and he took their knives and made them into something amazing. These four, and they'll all be listed separately in your inventory, but I'm going to show you the accoutrement, okay? They're all going to come in a presentation box like that sort of velvet line. Looks like walnut, I'm not sure what it is. With the medallion. They're all going to come with a certificate of authenticity. And they're all going to come with a cardboard box. And they're all going to come with one of these pouches. The Yellowhorse handcrafted original pouch with the United Cutlery hang tag. Like that. So I'm only going to show you that stuff once. Now we're going to look at knives. Okay. The first one is the United Cutlery David Yellowhorse 819, which is United Cutlery's model name. And this is serialized number 072. This is a stainless steel bladed, probably 420HC, lockback trapper pattern. Wood, the eagle inlay, and this will be in your inventory as United Yellowhorse UC819 Eagle. Then you've got some turquoise, lots of nickel silver. I'm not sure what that purple is. Blade length is 3 7/16. Handle length is 4 7/16. Condition is near mint to like new. This one has 0 blade play. Super sweet action. And blade centering that is right down the middle. Okay? Man. These trade for a lot more than this if you can find them, but this seller's got 4 of them and he wants to get rid of them. Your price on this one, $150 like it is, $170 with an ApostleP edge. That's in your inventory is United Yellowhorse UC819 Eagle. Next up, our second David Yellowhorse custom from United Cutlery. Go back to the first one, guys, if you want to see the packaging and material. This is the United Yellowhorse UC819 Bear because of the bear inlay. You've got turquoise, you've got, I don't know, that looks like onyx, lots of nickel silver. Not sure what all these stones are that David uses. Gorgeous curved handle lockback trapper, 3 7/16 blade, 4 7/16 handle. This is serialized number 236. Just a slight bit of blade play. Action is super nice. United Cutlery made some great pocket knives, guys, in America. Blade centering on this one right down the middle. Condition is going to be near mint to like new, in presentation box with pouch. Your price $150 like it is, $170 with an ApostleP edge. That's the United Yellowhorse UC819 Bear. Next up, another one from United and Mr. David Yellowhorse. And guys, refer back to the listing for the Eagle model if you want to see the packaging and accoutrement. So this is the United Cutlery 819 David Yellowhorse Custom number 133. Curved handle lockback trapper, clip point blade, 3 7/16 inches long in stainless, 4 7/16 inches of handle. The deer inlay in the wood part of the cover. Lots of semi-precious stonework, beautifully done by David. Rock solid lockup. Super sweet action. Blade centering is going to be slightly off to the right on this one. Condition is going to be near mint to like new in presentation box with pouch. Your price, $150, like it is, $170 with an Apostle P edge. Next day sharpening available. It's one of the first 4. And next up, our last David Yellow Horse Custom. Refer back, guys, to the listing for the Eagle model, the United Yellow Horse Eagle, if you want to see the packaging and material that comes with it. The United Cutlery 819 curved handle lockback trapper, customized by the master, David Yellow Horse. Clip point blade, satin finished stainless steel. Serialized number 199er, 3 7/16 blade, 4 7/16 handle. Beautiful semi-precious stonework. Wolf inlay in the handle cover. And your Yellow Horse medallion. This is going to have very slight side play. Super nice action. It kind of runs out of spring at the bottom, not sure why. Centering is beautiful on this one. Condition is going to be near mint to like new in the box with pouch. Your price, $150. And this is in your inventory as United Yellow Horse UC819 Wolf. $170 if you'd like an Apostle P edge on it. Next day sharpening available if you're one of the first 4 tonight. Let's just put him back in his little walnut home with the velvet lining, shall we? Next up, from Spyderco, Golden, Colorado, USA first, we have the first Paramilitary 2 in S45 VN with that beautifully milled forest green G10. S45 VN blade. Bright hardware, tumble polished clip, rock solid lockup, free drop in action, and perfect centering. Condition on this one, I'm going to call near mint in box because the only reason not like new, it has the tiniest of tiny little rolls right at the tip. But you're probably going to pay me to sharpen it anyway, so who cares, right? Let's see. These are out of stock, sprint run. Selling on eBay between $193 and $269. Sold transactions. Your price on this one, $170, like it is, $195 with an Apostle P edge. Near mint in the box. Tip roll noted. Spyderco Para 2 S45 in your inventory. Next up, from Bradford Knives, USA, we have a Bradford Guardian 4, model number 4S-102-3V. I believe it shipped with this here fold-over sort of wet form bushcrafty sheath. But the knife is actually residing in an Armatus Kydex sheath set up for scout carry. You can kind of do that any way you want with those loops. We have a tumbled CPM 3V blade, 4 5/8 inches long, a natural canvas micarta handle set, and the handle is 4 7/16 inches in length. Condition is going to be like new in box. These are out of stock everywhere. When they were in stock, they were $239. Then add the cost of the Armatus sheath. What does that get you to? Like $280? Or you just buy this one, like new in the box, shipped priority mail, $190 like it is, and then $210 if you'd like it with an Apostle P edge. That is the Bradford Guardian 4 3V. Next up, from one of them Marfionis, Guardian Tactical, we have a Guardian Tactical Recon 035 stonewashed double edge. What is it, you ask? Well, it would be an out the front automatic. Do you think these guys know anything about building out the front automatics. I bet they do. I'm just thinking they might. Oh, how about that? Oh, nice fullered hollow, double hollow ground, double edged blade. That thing is beautiful, guys. I don't know that the camera's doing it justice. Medium to medium firm is going to be your button effort. 100%. Nice and clump, right? Nice. Tip up. Well, is that right? I guess it's not tip up. It's butt. Tip on butt. Right hand only on this one. Got a little lanyard loop. One little scuff on the corner of that hard anodized aluminum handle right there. So we're going to call this one near mint in box. Let's see. These are out of stock at $279 web pricing when they were available. This one can be yours. Near mint in the box, scuff noted. $190. We don't want to sharpen it. I believe this seller just had it resharpened at the factory. So $190 like it is, no need to sharpen on the Guardian Tactical Recon 035. Okay, next up, I got some deals for you guys. I had that customer, subscriber I told you about last week that donated a bunch of knives to the channel. And some of them will just be, some of you will just get a little surprise in your box this week. There's some giveaway knives I'm going to package up with knives we sell. And then I've got these three that I'm going to sell, but at far below market, okay? Far below market. First come, first served. First up, the Spyderco Mantra, the original, the Mantrica, the Deltra, right? So a ball bearing flipper, titanium handle, beautifully bead blasted. It's got a couple very slight snail trails in it. I carried it for a couple days, so I got the clip over on the left side. It's a Delica flipper, isn't it? Yeah. And the blade steel is CPM M4, and because I carried it for a few days, I did put a little Apostle P edge action on it, so there's no need to sharpen it. There's your lock engagement. It's rock solid. Flipping action is, tiny ball bearing Spyderco. Blade centering's perfect. Condition is going to be near mint, no box. Near mint, no box. I looked at some completed listings on eBay for this knife. They're running between $172 and $222, but you can buy this one with my edge on it. Ship priority mail, $125. Don't wait. $125. How about that? Next up, another one from Spyderco. This one from Golden, Colorado. We have Burple G10, semi-translucent. We have a clip that's never been moved from tip down. We have a blade of CPM S110V. We have an edge that's got virtually no wear on it. We have rock solid lockup. We have a not quite free dropping blade, but plenty okay. Right? And we have centering that looks to be right down the middle. We'll call it near mint, no box. These are creeping up in the market. I found sold listings on eBay between $150 and $202. But because this was a donated knife, and we're going to help out a quick-handed buyer, $100 like it is. $100. $125 with an Apostle P edge. That's a Spyderco Pair 2 Burple S110V. And the last knife in the sale tonight. It is a legend. It's an icon. It is a Sage 2. Velvety bead blasted titanium frame with a Reeve integral lock, a 3-inch leaf-shaped blade of CPM S30V. The edge has little to no wear. There is very slight evidence of carry, a little bit of burnishing on the corners, but no real snail trails to speak of. There's your lock engagement. It's rock solid. There is your Sage Perfect blade centering. And let's see. There's your free dropping blade. How about that, boys? Let's see. Donated knife to the channel. We're going to make somebody a deal. These are trading on eBay, sold listings in the recent past between $163 and $220. Somebody gets to buy this one. Near mint, no box. 110, 130 with an Apostle P edge. That's the Spyderco Sage 2. And that, my friends, brings us to the end of another knife sale on the Apostle P channel. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thank you for your continued patronage. Grace to you and peace, my friends, from God our Father and the Lord Jesus Christ. Remember, the word is sharp. Have at her, boys.